Hey, what's up everyone? How y'all doing? It's me, Danny Lightning. I'm here with Justice. Awesome to see you guys today. So we're gonna come on here, talk a little bit about the game, answer some questions and all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for coming out. It's awesome to see you guys. I see we got Omni, we got Mohammed, we got Dark Venom, Jan's in the house. Nice to see you guys. So, looks like we got currently 6 people in the chat, so it'll probably start filling up in a minute here. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but we had a new photo of the new, what is it, Luchador or something like that. Now I forget how to say it. The Luchador, I believe, the new Titan. That guy's going to have the jump and the hill dive. It's going to be crazy. So everybody say what's up to Justice.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here. I hope all of you are doing great today.
We got Jimmy holding my beer in the house. MTN. Bert told something or the other there. I'm not very good at reading, I guess. And if anybody else is interested, I did start a new YouTube channel today where it's just me, no gaming or anything. I did reactions. Let me get a link to that really quick and I'll post it in there. Let me find it.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, remember guys, if you guys have questions about the game or anything, we want to be as helpful as we can on this podcast. Omniverse says, I'm doing good, robotic justice.
What's up, everyone? Danny Lightning here with another
good
reaction
high energy
video.
as always today. What do you guys think about the game now? State of the game? And that's all we said. What's the state of the game? What's the state of the game? So let us know how you think and how you feel. Chronic Flame says, I got a hot today. I've been waiting a year. Yeah, this game you could wait months and years for things. So
that's very true.
Is a virtue. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It can take very long to get some things, but I seem to have really good luck with the operations crates. Not the operations, the special delivery crates. Now, I don't normally get a full robot or a full weapon out of it, but after a couple of the big special delivery events, I usually have to have enough to build a full robot and a bunch of the weapons. So I've always had, and that's without spending any money on keys. That's just with opening the free crates I get. So I've had really good luck with getting the new stuff that way.
Yeah, free ones aren't too bad.
It's pretty interesting the way they have the crates set up right now. The only thing I don't like is it's a little bit harder to get the gold tokens to open the gold crates, but it seems like you get a lot of the silver and the bronze ones pretty easily, which is still pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the bronze one in particular for the new Erebus. I think that's great that it's in the first crate. In fact, I'm surprised.
It's actually a cool robot
item. Yes, yes.
So you've been playing that thing on your Battle Rec account, I take it, right?
Yes, I have.
I mean, is it not just like such a fun robot to play? You do got to have some patience though, but I find it to be crazy fun. What's your opinion on that, Justice?
I think it's a must-have, just in general, just to have the sniper option if you can attain it. And it's, I think the shield is very good on it.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm very happy, and I haven't heard any complaints about it. Normally, when there's a new bot, I hear more often, "Hey, it's OP, it's OP, it's OP." But at least for myself, I haven't heard that at all from anyone. To be honest, I don't know how about yourself.
I think the weapons might be a little bit OP on that thing, but not really the bot. Sniping does take a lot of patience because you're just gonna sit back there and wait. I wish we had some sort of zoom on our weapons, because half the time you see the little hitbox in the back. You don't know if that's a robot out in the open or some guy behind the wall, and then you start shooting and you're just like, dang it, I shot the wall again.
Oh yes, I see what you mean. Yeah,
So
that makes me think. That makes me think of the targeting system, which I know that's an old subject. Hopefully, we
yeah,
won't
they
talk
need to
about
fix
that
it.
once they fix. Yeah.
Hey,
Adore
Shakeem,
says
how's it
that
going?
it should call me Just Ice.
Just icy. Oh yeah.
Just Ice.
I was almost thinking about changing the name of my channel to Danny Lightning WR instead of just Lightning WR, because almost everybody knows me by Danny Lightning.
Oh
Some
yeah,
people are probably
it's.
searching for Danny Lightning and they're like, can't find me because my channel's not named the same. I don't know.
Oh, I think that would be good. Omniverse, he said he subbed to your reaction channel, Omniverse Gamer.
Yeah, thank you, Omni. I actually saw you on there earlier. Hope you liked the first crazy video. But I'll
Yeah, I
probably
think
try
that's
and
cool
put
that
out like 2 or 3 on there a week. What, Justice?
Oh, I was just gonna say that's pretty cool that you do different channels. I respect that.
Yeah, YouTube's a lot of fun. I mean, some channels work out, some don't. You know, if you make a channel and it doesn't work, then sometimes you just have to do something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, WAP WR is asking, guys, is the shell good with the toxin weapons?
I'm gonna say everything is good with the toxin weapons. What do you think?
I agree with you. The toxin, the Bane and the toxin are great options on more than one bot. So I don't think you could lose. And then last week we talked about shelf life, and because it's a new weapon, it's going to be a while at least before they even consider nerfing it. So I think it's a great pursuit overall.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. When new stuff comes out, you're almost always guaranteed to get a long run out of it before it's nerfed. One thing I've noticed though is they haven't nerfed anything in quite a while. And I hope they decide to make a habit out of that, honestly.
You know something? I thought the same, and I didn't want to jinx it. But like for example, I'm happy that they didn't nerf Hawk.
We're told it. Have a good one, buddy. Catch you later. Yeah, you know, they actually did nerf him, but they were talking about nerfing him a second time, and then they decided not to, which is kind of cool. I still feel that his laser might do a little bit too much damage to Titans, though.
Oh, you think so, huh? I think it's okay overall, but I could see where you're coming from.
Well, I mean, my Nodin gets hit by a hawk, and it takes 75% of my life away with one go.
Oh, okay. That is a bit
So
much.
it's like 5 seconds. Yeah, it's like 5 seconds, just like, as I'm trying to slowly get my Titan back to cover, it drains like 75% of my life away, and I don't like that so much.
You did one video with the Hawk and 2 ECUs. How did that turn
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Was the transform beam really stronger?
We actually tested it, and it was really about the same as with running 2 of the tier 4 weapons. There was like a couple thousand damage difference there. It was just a little bit off, but it was super close. And then the other cool thing we tested was, as long as you have heavy tier 4 weapons on the top, you can run some tier 1 weapons, and it only does about 20% or 20,000 less damage throughout the beam. So it almost doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but you can get away with running lower tier weapons on the light weapons. Now, if you put lower tier on the heavy weapons, it made a huge difference. So we did some testing on that. But the ECUs are awesome. If you want some extra protection, the super cool build. The laser is nice and strong. If you can remember to turn sideways, those things will block a lot of damage.
That's cool. You have very good details on that. Andrew is asking, I have Fenrir and Shell, and I am upgrading Revenant. I see Revenants are kind of easy to kill. Should I spend 70 million to upgrade to level 12 on Fenrir or Shell?
Well, I'm going to give you my quick advice on the Revenant. Unfortunately, you do need to spend power cells with the advanced healing unit. So I find that if I teleport in and I don't hit the advanced healing, my Revenant dies really fast. Now, I do have the legendary pilot on it. But if I teleport in hit the healing module, I take next to no damage, and then after the ability ends, it heals me up again from any additional damage that I take. And that thing is unbelievably good if you don't mind spamming power cells every time you teleport. Now, if you don't teleport, the Revenant does seem a little bit squishy sometimes, so that's one drawback, is you are going to have to spend some power cells to keep him alive, I think. But at the same time, if you got the right drone chips on there, you're going to get extra damage and defense points every time you hit that healing module too. Now, as far as the Shell and the Fenrir go, I mean, Fenrir is a tank. Fenrir is a full-blown tank, especially if you can get the Bernadette Wolf pilot for it. It's probably the hardest robot in the game to kill if you get the Bernadette Wolf. Shell is just an all-around really good fighter, so Shell is one of those ones where, I mean, I don't know if they're going to nerf the Shell anytime soon or not. As long as they don't nerf that thing, Shell is definitely one of the best fighters in the game. Fenrir is probably the best tank if built right, and Revenant's probably one of the better fighters in the game if you don't mind spending your power cells on the advanced healing. So that's kind of my recommendation is, I would probably, I mean, if you don't want to spend your power cells, go with the Shell. If you just want to be crazy hard to kill, go with the Fenrir. If you don't mind spending the power cells to heal, that Revenant's awesome.
Man, that's a good breakdown. I actually agree with you exactly. The Revenant, in my testing on the battle wreck, I don't know why, but the shields on the side, they seem to break very easily. So I've had to rely on the advanced repair unit. I thought those shields would be a little bit better. So I don't find it to be OP. And I use the traditionalist training on there. That's the first time I've liked that option. But I do that to keep it alive because it does seem to be destroyed easily at times.
Yeah, if you don't mind giving up your teleportation skill, what is that, 60% more hit points I think you get out of the traditionalist?
Yes.
that does make him crazy tough, actually.
Yeah, you can fight a Fenrir, but it still is tough. The Fenrirs, not only with Wolf being more durable, but because that shield keeps popping up over and over, it's tough to kill that Fenrir.
Yes, Jan asks, I have a Fenrir, is it okay with Corona and Devastator? Devastator is still one of the hardest hitting weapons in the games. Corona's got lockdown on it. The only problem with Corona is you have to be 50 meters or closer to get the most damage out of it. I don't particularly like shotguns except for the Thunders. For some reason, I really like the Thunders, but if you're a shotgun player, if you like the shotguns, yeah, Devastator Corona is going to do great for you, I think.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I see people mixing weapons now more. I know sometimes they got to do it because that's all they can get. Yeah, I've seen people mix weapons on purpose, and I think I haven't seen that as much as I do now. What do you think about mixing weapons in general?
I mean, some weapons work really well together, as long as the reload time and the firing time aren't off too much. I mean, there's certain weapons that will really screw you up. Like, one thing about the Hells, like the Hell, the Scotty, the Snare, what I don't like is if you don't take your finger off the trigger, those won't reload. To where if you're mixing them with another set of weapons that do, that gets weird on the reload times. And I don't like that. But most weapons that reload on their own, I have no problems with mixing some of them together. Like, I was running flamethrowers and the Bane together, and it seems like no matter what, you're always shooting. You know, the reload times don't match, but you know, something is always firing. You might have only a split second where there's no weapons being shot, which is kind of cool in a way.
I think that's
it just depends. I mean, some weapons just work great together, others don't. So if you pair the right weapons together on a mixed match, it's awesome.
Agreed. Changing the subject a little bit, WR Legend says, "Hey Danny, I started my own YouTube channel about war robots. Can you give me some tips?"
All right. People like videos that teach them things. They like videos that are funny. They like videos that are entertaining. You got to put out maybe not daily content. It doesn't have to be daily, but make sure I would say on a gaming channel, you want to put out at least 3 videos a week. Make sure your content is something that people are going to want to watch. You got to talk on it. You got to teach them something. If you're just playing a game and that's it, recording the gameplay, those channels always fall back behind the cracks. So you just got to do something that's going to get people's attention. You got to find out what the people want to see and make the videos that they want to see. And I mean, my channel's going okay. I mean, I'm not really sure how to get up to a billion subscribers. That would be kind of nice. But
yes.
I don't know. I just kind of figure I think people would like to see this build, so I make that build. Or I think people would like to know this information, so I make a video on that information. So you got to stick with it. Get a schedule. Upload at the same time every day. Or if, let's just say you do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, upload at like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Keep the same times. People love the live streams. Maybe once or twice a week, pick a live stream and stick with the scheduled time on that as well. Just stuff like that, really. Now, Adore says the Revenant's shields only have about, what did he say? 180,000 hit points on each side at Mark III. So those are weaker shields than a lot of the shields in the game. What's up, PGO? How's it going?
Oh, Magic MJ Gaming. I'll answer this one. I mean, you can add to it too, but he's saying relevant, easy to kill with a question mark. Yeah, I could see why he's asking that. Like, for example, if I have Fenrir with the igniters and the below pilot, I can last quite a long time, game after game after game. But with the Revenant, even though I have them in the same hangar and I'm playing the same matches, for some reason that thing gets killed more often than my Fenrirs. So that's why I would describe it, at least myself, more easy to kill, especially in Champion League.
Unfortunately, you just missed the Fafnir giveaway. Mine just ended about 6 days ago, so I don't currently have one. No, I don't think anybody else does either.
Giveaways are coming soon, guys, this month, so hang tight. There'll be 3 channels with it, so hang tight and you'll get the official announcement.
You're one of them this month, right?
Yeah, I'm one of them this month, and then there'll be 2 others. So watch out for that, and when I announce mine, then I'll mention the other 2 channels that are doing them, so you guys can be well informed and go ahead and participate.
So when the Streamlabs bot post a link to Justice, make sure you guys click on that, go over to his channel, set the bell notifications to all, that way you don't miss his giveaways and his awesome videos too. Justice is a killer War Robots player, man. He is so good at this game. It's not even funny.
I appreciate that, guys. I do know a lot about the game, and I do have valuable information to give. If you guys subscribe to me, just have a little patience because I have a full-time job. But when I do post, it is good content. I just can't post all the time. Yeah. So if you subscribe, just be aware of that. But I'm always going to give my best contribution to all you guys. So I appreciate your support.
Yeah, he makes good videos. He's always got a positive attitude. I never hear him on there cursing up a storm like some guys do. So
sometimes
he's got good stuff. There's Fred.
Oh, Fred, nice. I like that.
Yeah, I gotta try the Sonic Revenant. Adore keeps talking about how awesome it is. I don't think I've played that yet. I gotta give that a go and see how it does. The Sonic Revenant.
Which one? Oh, I haven't tried that.
But I'm in love with the Bane and the Toxins on there. I mean, I love that setup on Revenant. I don't want to change to anything else. I've tried a few other setups on there, but I'm just like, nope, give me my Bane and Toxin back. But yeah, I'll have to try the Sonics and see how it does, because I'm sure that it's a really good setup. Sonics are pretty much good on everything, especially robots that you can easily get up close to people with. I mean, if you have the teleport skill, that guy can easily just teleport in and beat the heck out of somebody with those Sonics.
Yeah, on the Revenant setup I found was good. We mentioned it before, was Bane with 2 Blaze. That one was good. And then I even tried Hell with 2 Spark. and that's kind of a mid-range attacker, but it was still very good, to be honest. So those two, I could say at least are good, and there's more than that, but that's what I found so far.
For what'd you say for the Erebus?
Oh, the
sorry.
Revenant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's okay. The Revenant is either Bane and Blaze together. I found to be very worthwhile, and then the other one was Hell and Spark. Believe it or not, was a good mid-range attacker.
Muhammad says Sonic Revenant strong, but once the bullets run out, you're dead. That is the one issue. It's kind of got a little bit of a reload time once you're out of ammo on the Sonics, but I don't know. I'm going to try it out. I see somebody asking about the weapons for the new Erebus bot. They won one from a giveaway, so congrats on that. That's awesome. It's a really fun robot to play. Yeah, the laser weapons. The Flux, right? You got a set of Flux? Those are pretty cool. I mean, I like Flux. They may not be the latest and greatest, but the Flux seem to hit pretty hard. Nothing wrong with that. Hills on there do really well. I tried the Banes, the Slimer weapons, I like to call them. They did great. I tried Redeemers. It was awesome. I mean, you could even brawl with that bot if you need to. I prefer more for the longer range. I mean, if you could throw a set of Tempest on there, that would be cool. Pretty much anything with a 500 to 600 meter plus range is going to do really well on that robot. But you can really do whatever you want with him. He's a very versatile robot. What do you think besides the new Prisma weapons? What would you throw up on there, Justice?
Oh, okay. On the Erebus, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, the Hell is another good option. So that one you can't go wrong with that either. And then I haven't tried it, but I've seen people use Redeemer. So I don't know if that's a good option or not. But Redeemers I've seen there the most often. Maybe that's because what they have available. But a second option, definitely the Hell. If you can put the Hell on there, Erebus is great.
Yeah, I like the Redeemers
Adore
on
says
there.
that 3 Hells is nasty. Yeah.
I don't think the Redeemers were ideal, but I had a good time with it and did very well with it.
Oh, you did try that? Okay.
Yeah. I tried the Redeemers and I tried the Banes, and I loved them both, actually.
Adore even says the 3 Hells on Erebus are nasty, so he likes that one.
Hills. What are hills? Oh, yeah. For a second, I had a brain fart. I was like, what's a hill?
Oh, it's okay, yeah. There's a lot of weapons to remember.
I know. Eventually, we're going to have like 500 different mediums and 500 different heavies. And the rate they're adding weapons to this game is unreal.
Yeah. Oh, you
What's
got a
up?
new member.
Ironhide, buddy. Thank you. New member. That's awesome.
Nice. That is awesome. Looks great.
Definitely appreciate that a lot. Yeah, like Adore says, though, the Revenant is expensive to build.
We have a new member. Awesome. Thank you for the extra support. It means a lot.
Still there?
Yeah, buddy. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
The little air horn thing went off because Ironhide. Or Irontron.
Oh, okay.
I said it wrong. That's Irontron 76. I'm very dyslexic, so I read things wrong all the time, so I apologize. But Irontron, buddy, thank you so much for becoming a member. That is awesome. Don Jose, what's up, buddy? Also, thank you for being a member. That's really cool. So any of you guys that are my channel members, all right, there's an email set up that you guys can get. If you just go look at your membership, you'll find the email. And if you join my Discord, email me your Discord ID so I know it's really you, and I'll give you guys access to get into the private VIP room, where I'm going to try to hang out in the VIP room and voice chat a bunch on Mondays and maybe sometimes on Tuesdays, where people can come in and just chat with me and stuff. So anybody who's a paid member on here can get into those special Discord rooms.
Nice. This is reiterating, but Bellsprout is saying is Flux build or Hell build better for Erebus? I'm gonna say Hell. I know we just talked about that, but
yeah, I think Hell would be better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flux is really cool, but it kind of has a little bit longer reload time than I would like.
The Flux looks cool and the beam looks awesome, but it just doesn't deliver the way it just looks good.
I think they're still really nice, but they're not as ideal as some of the other stuff. What's up, Jedi?
Hey,
Ranjit.
Hey, Kenny.
Immortal. Hey, guys.
Immortal. Yep. I love this podcast. I know you know. It's so cool.
So Jan says she or he, I guess, has been playing since December 2017. How long have you guys been playing? Well, I've been playing this game since Lancelot came out, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Lancelot, right when I started, Lancelot was introduced like a week later, I think. So I think the game had been out for maybe 1 year. Maybe a little less than a year. I can't remember the exact date I started, but probably been playing this game for about 6 years, I think. How about you, Justice?
Yeah, at least 5, if not 6. But at least 5 years I've been playing the game.
ZX Elite wants to see me fight a door. Maybe one of these days. I just don't want to go up. You know what? I used to have no problem fighting him, but for some reason his Fafnir is so... I don't know. I can't figure out how to defeat his Fafnir for some reason. It takes the fun out of fighting him when that Fafnir goes up. It's just like, oh my god.
From what I know of Adore, he uses Overdrive often, and I think the Paralysis Drone. So he's looking to kill people with high percentages.
Yes, yes. He hits those healing module. Yeah, I think he runs the Paralysis, and then as soon as he attacks you, he hits that healing module. That way he gets like 70% extra damage. Plus, yeah, he could be running some overdrives or some nuclear amplifiers. And that's a really, on a one-on-one situation, that's very hard to deal with somebody who's got that setup on their Fafnir. So, now WR Legend says, can you give an example, please? But I'm not really sure what example you're looking for.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't catch what the subject matter was before that. You can add more to that WR Legend if you like.
Yeah, go ahead and let us know what you were talking about, please. Dark Venom says, I have a normal flame Fenrir with no skin buff. Is it worth upgrading to Mark II or change it up for something like the Fafnir? Okay, he's got Hawk, Fafnir, Fenrir, Revenant, and Orochi. Do you have all 5 of your hanger slots open? If not, you need to save every cent of your gold up until you open all 5 slots, because Hawk is awesome, Fafnir is awesome, Fenrir is awesome, Revenant and Orochi, and that's 5 robots right there. So if you get all your slots, you can play all those guys, and you're going to have a killer hanger, actually.
Those are all good bots still. Very good, actually. Good potential for that hanger.
I mean, Fafnir is probably better in the Fenrir at a lot of things, but there's also a lot of things where the Fenrir is better than the Fafnir, so stuff like that really depends on your playing style and in the situation and stuff. But I would definitely take a Fafnir over a Fenrir these days. He's just really cool. Abby just says, Hell Magnetar combo on Hawk is OP. That would be very nice, actually. Light Sword subscribed to you, Justice. Thank you.
Yes, I did thank him on the chat. Yes, thank you so much, Light Sword. I greatly appreciate that.
Okay, WR Legend wants to know what's a good example of a video that people would want to see. Well, that's kind of one of those things where you got to kind of look at what's popular. I don't really know how to answer that one.
Actually,
every
I'll
day,
answer that because I'll answer that just because I'm an observer of yours, Danny. So, like, for example, one of Danny's great videos, he does many, but when he explained microchips, I think that's a great example. People get confused by microchips. There's so many. And Danny explained that. And then Pixonic promoted him twice on that subject matter. So I think that's one of the best examples I've seen of Danny helping out the community with something that can be very confusing.
Yeah, you know, I don't actually plan things out. I don't say, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that normally. I wake up in the morning, I get myself a cup of coffee, I sit down at the computer and I say, what am I going to do today? And then I just come up with something right then and there. So I don't really think it out. I just say, what should I do today? And if I get a good idea and I say, yeah, I think people would want to see that, then I make it. If not, then I say, no, maybe I'll do something else. But I just kind of wing it every day, actually. One thing, this is a very top trick. I should probably mention this. This is a top trick a lot of YouTubers use. Let's just say you decided you wanted to make a video for the Revenant robot today. I don't know if you have it or not, but if you go to YouTube and in the search bar you type in War Robots Revenant, the 10 most searched for things will pop up. It might say War Robots Revenant Hell. It might say War Robots Revenant Microchips. I don't know. But those are some of the top things being searched for at the moment. So it's always good to make videos for things. I don't really do that. I should probably do that more often, to tell you the truth. But that's a good way to figure out what people are actually currently searching for. And then you can make videos for that. Now, sometimes I do that, but normally I don't for some weird reason. I guess I'm a little bit lazy.
It's a great tip, though. Hey, Jan is asking how to build bots for free-to-play players.
I'm going to say Thunders and Punishers until you get better stuff.
I love the Thunder. The Thunder is a champion weapon, believe it or not, even though that's back from the Walking War Robots days. And everything's expensive to build on the game, but the Thunder is on the less expensive side compared to the other things. It's one of the best bang for your bucks weapons, the Thunder.
Yeah, Punisher T's, though, I'll tell you what, they're cheap to upgrade. The reload time sucks on them, though. They got a really crappy reload time of 10 seconds. But if you can get past the long reload time, especially at close range, they will shred people. Like the other day, I was running Fafnir with 4 Punisher T's. I was running my, what's that guy with the shield? You know, the one dude. The long range dude, you know, the that one guy, man, that one guy.
I love when you do that.
Anyways, he's got the 4 medium slots, and he's got the EMP ability. Come on, Justice, you got to know what that one guy is.
Typhon?
Typhon, yeah. Typhon.
Okay.
I was running him with 4 Punisher T's. I've ran the Leech with 4 Punisher T's, the Spectre. They eat people up super fast, but they're cheap to upgrade. Now, they are disposable weapons. Eventually, you're going to get stuff that's better. But for someone who's just trying to build a good free-to-play hanger, you know, what I did is I would level my robots up a couple levels, and then I might get my weapons to match. Once I got everything to level 6, I focused on getting my weapons to level 9, and then I got all my robots to level 9, and then at that point, I just focused on getting all my weapons to level 12. So that's what I would basically do, is focus on getting your robots and weapons to at least level 8 or 9. Then at that point, get everything up to 9. Then as you get better weapons down the road, then start leveling up the new nice weapons as you get them. But you can just build a very strong hanger out of pretty much any old robot with Thunders and Punishers can be super good, especially in the lower leagues, and it's super cheap.
I love Punishers. I've always been a fan of them, and I agree with you there as well. It's a great option to build up, and you just have to manage the reload time, but it's another best bang for your buck weapon. That's it. And then Prangent is kind of adding to what we say, that you could build some of these things in the workshop, so that Jen knows that. And Prangent's also saying that the Magnum is another good option, which I agree. Sometimes that still can be very good.
I feel like in Champion, I feel that if you're going to run Magnums, they do have to be maxed out. But it took me like 2 days. It took me like 2 days, maybe 3 days to max out a Magnum. It was really quick and really inexpensive. And I was running my Blitz with 4 Magnums for a while. And man, that was such fun. And you pretty much never have a reload time. I also think that the Magnums work great with the Terrans. Like if you're running something with medium slots, if you can spend the gold on some Terrans, they're unbelievably cheap to upgrade, and they hit so hard it's not even funny. And when you match the Magnums and the Tyrans together, something magical seems to happen for some reason.
That's a great description. I love the Tyrans. They're a great weapon. Which one did you say was a good mix? With Tyran and what?
Magnums.
Interesting. If it's magical, I got to give that a try.
Like, I don't know. It just seems like it almost feels like... So the Magnums by themselves are kind of good, but if you can get like a Tyr or a Ares or something where you put on like 2 Magnums and 2 Tyrans, it almost feels just as good as having like 4 of the medium weapons. Almost. I don't know how to explain it, but they just seem to synergize together so well for some reason. It's crazy.
That's a great description. That's a great description. I understand what you mean because I played the game so long.
Yeah.
Why you would describe it that way. So I actually get you. That makes total sense. That's the thing about mixing weapons like that. When you test them on the battlefield, sometimes it's hard to describe, but it's the results that you get time and time again that you start to learn what works well together. So I definitely got to try that.
Now, one thing that people often do that is a huge mistake is every time they get something new, they try to level it up. I did this for years. I never had anything past level 9. All my robots and weapons were like level 9 for years because every time I got a new weapon, I'd stop working on what I was currently working on, level that up. Same thing every time I got a new robot. Nothing ever past level 9 where I could have just stuck with some older stuff and maxed it out and had a maxed out hanger, but nope. I had to upgrade 30 some robots and who knows how many weapons over those 6 years. So once I actually decided to start sticking with a set of robots, it didn't really take that long, surprisingly. My level from level 9 to level 12 sucked, okay? The level 10 upgrades are expensive. Level 11 and 12 upgrades are horrible. But once you get it into the Mark II range, from going from Mark II level 1 to Mark II level 12, it doesn't really feel that bad because they changed the upgrade cost. It still costs the same total amount, but it doesn't feel as bad because most of the upgrades are like 20 million. You don't have those like 70 million silver upgrades like you do for some weapons to level 12. So level 11 and 12 is rough on Mark 1. So that's why a lot of people don't get past level 10 because it's so expensive to go to 11 and 12, but it's worth it if you can be patient and, save up your stuff.
It does take patience.
Yes, a lot of it.
I'm going to answer this one quickly. Jen is asking, that's Jen, same person, but I'll answer it quickly. Is this a good hanger for Masters, free-to-play player? We got a Hawk. I'm going to say yes, it's a Titan killer. Ravana, yeah, it could cap beacons and good at killing other reds. Phantom, also beacon capper. Nightingale is good for suppressing the enemy, and then Fenrir for holding beacons or just using its durability to kill reds. So overall, Jen, yes, good hanger for Masters. Danny, this one for you from Dark Venom. What do you think would be best setup for Orochi? I'm running Devastator for now, and Orochi is level 6.
All right, I'm going to tell you what, Devastators are amazing on there. To me, it sounds like you might need to put a few more pilot skills on there to make them more durable, maybe something else on the modules to make them more durable, or you're not timing the abilities correctly. The Orochi is definitely what you would call a skill bot. You got to know when to go in, you got to know when to hit the ability, you got to know when to retreat. It takes quite a while to get used to playing that Orochi, but 2 of my favorite setups on him are actually Redeemers, the Devastators, and I started playing the Banes on him recently. The Banes, the new toxic weapons, those are all amazing. Now, if you find you're having a really hard time playing them up close, definitely try and get like 2 Hells or maybe 2 Scourges to throw on there. Scourges are a little bit of old school, and I know not everybody likes the lock on time, but Scourges are great for destroying Fafners from a distance. So, I mean, not Scourge, I'm sorry, the Calamities, which are the heavy version of the Scourge. So that's what I have to say about that dude right there. If you're not comfortable with the close weapons, get something with longer range.
And for Orochi, I'll just add one recommendation. I use it all the time on my personal Android account with the Thunders, and we just spoke about the Thunder.
Oh yeah,
best bang with your best bang for your buck type of weapon. I have Orochi
yes.
Thunder, and I have no regrets. It's awesome. I would recommend that 100%.
Oh, there's also one pilot skill. I know a lot of people don't get this off the bat, but once your health drops below 50%, it'll let the Orochi recharge his ability again. So sometimes that can give you like 3 abilities in a row instead of just 2. So that's a really nice pilot skill to add, which really helps if you get in a bad spot.
Lone is here, and also he was asking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, please.
Running a drone with a shield chip like the Discus or one of the other drones with a shield is also a giant help with your Orochi too. All right, go ahead, Justice.
Yeah, Lone is here, and he was asking that he needs Fafnir lessons. I'm not sure what he meant by that. I know Lone knows the game, so maybe some tips on Fafnir for Lone.
All right, so if you're a door, I don't know how he does this, but every time he goes up in the air, people shoot his purple shield, and his Fafnir's weapon gets crazy amounts of damage. If that happens to you, you can just fly around and destroy everybody with it. It doesn't happen to me very often. So what I do is I try to keep most of my fighting on the ground. The last week or so, I've been trying to do a lot of air fighting, and it's just not working out well for me. What I tend to do is, if they don't charge up my shield like that, the second somebody starts shooting at me, I try to land. That way I get all my defense points. So I do the majority of the fighting on the ground, except for in the right situation, when I know I can just take somebody out real quick when I'm in the air. You just gotta know when to land and when to go up in the air, when to land, when to stay on the ground. It really takes a lot of skill and a lot of work to learn the Fafnir, I think. Well, a lot of the newer bots they're coming out with are more skill bots than just easy to play bots like the Shell or the Fenrir or something. But Orochi and Fafnir, I think, both take quite a while to really get the hang of it. So what do you think on that one, Justice?
Yeah, I'll just add one thing. So Lone, what I'll do is recommend the best build I can for the Fafnir. I like it the best with igniters. And that's using the Beloved pilot if you can get that. And then I'll just share the modules only. I use 2 balance units, 1 nuclear amplifier, and advanced repair unit, and I find that to be a winning combo. I haven't fought a door in his build, so I don't know what it'd be like to fight him. But I have fought a Door's Clan. I have fought a Door's Clan IM, and I can still do well against them. I still lose the matches, but I can still do well against a powerful clan members with that build. So that's the only recommendation I can make to you to add to what Danny was letting you know.
Hey, what's up, Wizard? Nice to see you. True Blue, what's
Wizard.
up? Roop's in the house. We got KD here. Guys, if we haven't said hello to you guys, we're sorry. There's a lot of answering questions and stuff, so it's kind of hard to say hello to everybody, but just let y'all know we really appreciate y'all coming out if we haven't said hello. If we've missed your question, which does happen, please don't spam it every 2 seconds, but if we don't get your question in like 2 or 3 minutes, feel free to put it back in there again, okay? Because it's not easy to keep up with every single question that comes through.
Yes, guys, we appreciate you. And then I am scanning the chat to look at questions to ask myself and Danny. So we are looking out, and thank you for being here.
Mohammed says, I love to jump around with Orochi. Oh, are you saying you're running a jump module on him? That's actually crazy fun. I prefer the healing module, though, because I run drones that give me more damage when I heal and more defense points. But, any fast-moving robot with a jump module is unbelievably fun to play.
Yes, I love speed in general, and the jump unit not only makes it fun, but useful. For example, I like the Maichi with the jump unit. It makes it a lot more viable than just with the dash alone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Let me do something here real quick.
Yeah, And guys, keep your questions coming about anything. You need help with the builds or questions about the game, please let us know. It's a great conversation we're having today.
All right, so let's take a second away from the questions and let's talk about that new Titan that's coming out. Have you seen that thing, Justice?
No, please tell us.
The Launchador. Adora was telling me how to say it earlier. I guess kickboxers over in a certain country, that's what they call these things. So it's named after kickboxers from, I don't know, South Africa or Japan or something. I can't remember where he said, but bottom line though, it's going to be a Titan with a hill dive. We think it's going to have stealth. We think it's going to have a hill dive, stealth, and a reflector shield or something crazy like this. And I guess it's going to be, it says due to the defense system, it's going to be unbelievably hard to kill, basically. So, yeah.
On a Titan, wow.
I'm a little scared about this. Actually.
I'm not scared of any new things. I just want, we talked about we've been playing this game for years, and I think the reason I don't get bored is because even though it's War Robots, it's kind of not. The game changes all the time. It's like a new game with new rules over and over again. So anyways, I welcome the new Helldive Titan.
Jeffrey says, what do you think? The Revenant cannot teleport back, so should it have a increased jump distance of 450 meters? No, I mean, I think if you play the thing right and have the right weapons on it, it can be very devastating. So it would be kind of nice and cool, but that might give it a little bit too much of an unfair advantage if it could teleport that far. I'm not really quite sure on that one. I mean, what do you think on that one, Justice?
No, I don't think it needs jump unit unless you can figure out something we don't know, to make the build more viable or more effective at something.
He was asking if he think it should be able to teleport further.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Instead of 350, like a 450.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying. Oh, no, absolutely not. The 350 is fair enough. It doesn't need more. Then you're going to start heading towards OP with a change like that, for certain.
I think it would be crazy OP, to tell you the truth. I mean, it does die pretty easy, but if you know how to play it, like I said, if you use your power cells, guys, if you use your power cells correctly when playing that guy, he becomes almost indestructible for a short period of time. So it's not. Wow, my phone is having a super malfunction here.
Oh yeah,
the screen keeps going black all of a sudden. Man.
Yeah, I know we're talking a little bit about the Revenant, if it dies easy or not, or OP, but in other words, I think from what I see on the battle rec account, for example, I still see like 3 shells, and they can be very tough to kill. Yeah. But if I see 2 or 3 Revenants, I don't feel as much threat. I don't know why. I know I can kill them with the Fafnir, that Igniter Fafnir I was mentioning, for example, because you can get through the shields and you can bust the 2 side shields on Revenant fairly easy. So yeah, it's by observation that I'm describing that the Revenants don't seem OP or that powerful. So I think it's easier to kill than a group of shells. And adding any more though to the teleport range would be the wrong direction. Right now I think it's a decent level overall. You can kill that thing fairly easy at times, at least.
What in the world?
He's having technical problems. Okay, let me keep asking questions then. Katie Live, we haven't heard from him yet. He says Justice and Danny. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, my CSR2 channel, no wonder I was on the wrong channel there, but
okay.
Okay. So there's a link to my new Discord server if anybody would like to join. There's also a link to my new YouTube channel where I just started, where I'm going to do like 2 to 3 minute long reaction videos just for fun. And if you scroll up just a little teeny bit there's a link to Justice's YouTube channel as well. So if you guys could head over to his channel and my new channel and give us both a couple subs, that would be sweet. We would definitely appreciate that a lot.
Yes, guys, and just for those of you new, I've expressed this before, but I have a job, so I can't post all the time. But when I do post, it's good content. I put the passion into it. So if you subscribe, just be aware of that, and I'm always going to give you my best and to this community. So appreciate your support.
Hey, Dark Venom, if you want to tell us what you have in your hangar, it's kind of a pain to look people up, actually. But if you want to tell us like what you have in your hangar, we'll kind of give you an idea of, you know, if how good it is, or if there's anything we would recommend you replacing. Or
hey,
yeah,
Maichi.
or on the Discord would be a good place to do that as well. Maichi, what's up? Nice to see you.
Is it? I think I'm wrong, but is it Michi or Maichi? I should know.
Maichi, like Maichi.
Maichi, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll remember.
We used to always all call her the wrong name all the time, so she had to tell us how to pronounce it. So
okay,
Maichi.
I never clarified with her, so thank you, Maichi. Thank you.
All right. 2 flames, 2 sonics. Fafnir is pretty good though. That's what Pranjit says. Pranjit, 2 flames and 2 sonics. You think that's a good build, man? Actually, it's pretty darn awesome.
Which one is this?
I'm just giving him a hard time for a second. Yeah, that's a good build, dude. 4 sonics is really cool too on the Fafnir. Actually, that's what I got on one of mine right now. What was that, Justice? I'm sorry, I think I cut you off there.
Oh, what bot was that for? Oh no, what was that bot for that she was saying that build?
Oh, Pranjit. He was talking about the Fafnir.
I know I mentioned this before, but ever since the Fafnir was introduced, I see people mixing weapons, and I'm just not used to that. I'm used to people swearing they would never mix weapons, or they don't even say the word hybrid. Yet when the Fafnir came out, they were mixed weapons everywhere on purpose.
Yep.
So I just find that surprising.
It's a really interesting robot, and there's a lot of really weird things that seem to work well on it too.
That is so
hey, Ironhide, how's it going?
Ironhide, what's up?
True Blue says, "Oh my God, a Hellburner Titan! Imagine that big old thing jumping at you." I don't know how big it's gonna be, but I can just imagine it jumping and like knocking all of its teammates out of the way and getting stuck on buildings, and it's just gonna imagine. I just imagine it being either like really crazy or really hard to use, one or the other.
Imagine getting hit by a hell dive and then getting hit by Minos and just be dead.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Eric, what's up?
Combination. Hey, Eric. Hey, we got a nice shout out from Ironhide. Ironhide says, Justice always has very detailed content, and he has great series on drones, and both put great effort into their videos. Good stuff, guys. Thank you, Ironhide.
All right, Andrew wants to know, does the Fafnir damage resistance start on the way down or when it hits the ground? Well, I'm about 95% sure it starts when you hit the ground. What do you think on that one, Justice?
I don't know, to be honest, and I haven't used it enough on the battle rack. I've been using Belov the most, so it's a great question you have, but I don't have testing information to share on that one.
Yeah, I'm not 100% positive either, but I think it's when it hits the ground.
I would guess it's when it hits the ground. That's when I would count on it.
Because I mean, most of those guys, like it says, it doesn't have a resistance when it's in the air, so it probably doesn't start till its feet touch down. And that's what it feels like to me as well. That it seems to be stronger once the feet touch, but I haven't done proper testing. Garbin, hello, how's it going? Today's footage is actually just pre-recorded games. Like today, we're just really doing the Q&A and game talk stuff. Now, Justice, do you remember, is the next update the one where they said they're going to stop working on new stuff and just work on fixing the game up and getting rid of the glitches and junk? I think that's the next update where they said they were going to do that, right?
Yes, that's what they said, and I hope that that's actually what transpires. So many people just want, Pixonic to work on technical things for a while. So
Yeah.
I hope that's what comes through, and I think that will make a lot of people happy, at least.
Hey, Nightcrawler, how's it going? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of little stuff. I know a lot of my the guys that I play with are getting a little irritated and fed up right now with things not working properly. There was a couple days where we couldn't invite anybody to squad. It kept saying things like server unavailable. It seems like every time we squad with people who are on different servers, we got a lot of like lag and weird things happening. It seems like there's some sort of issue with the cross-platform gameplay. Like anytime where I've played a match where I knew everybody was all on the North American server and everybody was on Android, the game runs so good compared to where you have a bunch of mixed stuff going on. So there's actually a lot of things they really need to start working on to get this game working properly. But right now, if you're one of those people who are having problems with a lot of things, clearing your cache, going into your phone and clearing the cache is actually fixing some of it. Not all of it, but some of it. And those game manufacturers always tell you go in and clear your cache, and it never works. But for once, it actually is working for some of the issues. So I can't remember. There was one particular issue that it fixed. I think it was we weren't able to even load into a game or something. And we went and cleared our cache, and next thing you know, bam, we were all dropping in the game. So it actually worked for once.
And I'll add to that. So on Android, what was happening, and I know Danny knows this, I couldn't drop my Titan when 7.4 came out. I could use the bots, but not the Titan. So that finally got fixed. And then on iOS, what's happening now, so if I try domination mode, for example, many times it won't let me drop anything into the game. The game starts and it doesn't let me drop one bot at all. So
yeah,
I hope they fix that soon.
I actually need to restart my phone. It's acting all kinds of wonky. I don't know what it's doing. It keeps going to the black screen. Like it keeps turning black every time I try and look at it. Normally that's something to do with Discord. If I restart the phone, it stops happening for a while. I'll tell you what, Discord on the PC has no problems at all for the most part, but the phone version of Discord has a lot of weird stuff going on. Alright. Yeah. Harmon Gaming, how's it going? He said he just faced a hacker in free-for-all. Yeah, those hackers, man, that's no fun. I've ran into a couple of guys where they were not hiding the fact that we're hacking, you know what I mean? They were like hitting you with orbital strike just over and over, where it would just be like zap, 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 zap. It would like seriously hit you about 20 times in a row. I've seen guys that would have like teleporting robots that would, even if I was up in the air, they would be able to teleport to me in the air and one shot me dead at full health through the last stand and everything. So I've ran into a couple of those full-on hackers that just don't even try to hide it at all. And that's never fun. And there's other people that I run into that I think are hacking, but I'm not 100% sure. You know what I mean? But it's not fun when you find a full-blown hacker in the game. I can tell you all that much. Do you see hackers often, Justice? No,
not at all. I don't think I've run into any hackers. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
I just haven't noticed. Yeah.
Now, you mainly play on iOS, right?
Yeah, I mainly play on the iOS, and I do have the personal Android account, but I don't think I've ran into any hackers. The only thing I've experienced is bugs with the rest of people. Like, I think there's a bug on the orbital strike right now. So sometimes I see weird things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, if your entire team gets a beacon and turns it all at the same time, let's just say 5 guys step onto the beacon and turn the beacon, you're getting your orbital ship pretty much charges instantly. So Pixonic, I guess they're working on fixing that, I think. So
Yeah.
but there's a couple weird glitches that right now that they're definitely making priority to fix, I guess. So Andrew says, it's 200 million to upgrade Last Stand worth it? You know, it's a lot of silver, but I think everybody should have 5 Last Stands. But I'm gonna tell you something though. You might not want to upgrade them completely at the moment, because there's certain microchips that kick on at the same percentage as your Last Stand, and when you have them both on there, one of them works and the other one doesn't. So maybe instead of getting your Last Stand to level 6, maybe just go to level 5 or level 4 instead. Get it almost maxed out. I actually wish I wouldn't have completely maxed out my Last Stands now. That way I could use some of those microchips with my Last Stand.
That's a very good point you're bringing out. I know that Last Stand is one of the best passive modules. I don't use any of them on any bots on purpose. That's just my playstyle. But I've always wondered about the timing. So I think it's very interesting and valuable point that you're bringing out right now, because you could actually waste part of your build, which would be
yes.
Horrible. Oh, that's bad.
And the other thing I don't like though is on certain drones, like if you have the Nebula, right? Once you take so much damage, you're supposed to get a big chunk of healing. But if you have one of those absorber shield chips, that comes on and it stops the damage from the healing. So a lot of times some drones' abilities won't even work when you're running the absorber chips too. So there's definitely some weird things that goes on with certain chips and certain modules or certain abilities. But the truth is, the truth is though, if you're in Champion League and people see that you don't run Last Stand, especially like a Scorpion or a Revenant or something that teleports, they're going to say, hey, there's an easy kill right there. And they're going to come after you first, because they're going to say, oh, no Last Stand. I can take that one out in a heartbeat. So you almost need to have Last Stands on all your robots, except for maybe like my Fenrir. I don't run a Last Stand. My tanks, like my Fenrir, my Invader, my Revenant, those are the only couple robots I don't, or T-Falcon, I wouldn't run a Last Stand. But pretty much everything else I would, because it's almost needed. But you might want to just not quite max it out completely, but get it maybe 1 or 2 levels away from max now.
I didn't see it, but both Eric and Maichi are bringing out that Adrian had a video today with Topsla. Did you check that out?
No, I actually didn't. I didn't see a notification for that one today. We'll have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, we'll have to get more. We'll have to get back to you on that.
What were they asking about it?
If you guys know, I don't, but it was. I do know it was on the subject of state of the game. So,
oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Lags and hackers, things of that nature. Yes.
Let me look through my video recommendations here, and just to see if that was even on my recommendations. I'll tell you what, YouTube's really been slacking lately for notifications and recommendations. The funny thing is, like yesterday, I put out one of my videos at like 9 a.m. and like 7 p.m. I got a notification for my own video telling me that it was live. I'm just like, oh my god. Normally they don't send you notifications for your own videos.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the notifications. It's inconsistent.
It's weird.
Ironhide, I think, from what I gather from his text there, is that they talked about the issues, but still don't have a date as to when certain things will be completed.
Interesting. Funny thing is, the only thing I'm seeing in my recommendations or anything is a video from Adrian that's 2 weeks old. So it's not showing me that he put something out new, which is stupid.
Yeah.
So I'll have to actually.
To Adrian, so I saw.
Yeah. I'll actually have to go over and manually search his channel for it, since YouTube's not showing me. Let me switch to one of my other accounts. I got like 5 YouTube channels actually. I think only 3 of them are actually going to be used. I got the CSR2 Racing channel. I got my Warbots channel. I just started a new channel where I do the reactions. And then I got 2 others that I think we're not going to really just do anything on those anymore.
Danny, I know this is going to be hard to recall, but I think if I remember, because I'm only bringing it up because what they're talking about Adrian's video, but I think it was December of 2020 or either January 2021. Big Sonic had that video. They broke it down in different segments, but they talked about the lag. They talked about merging platforms, and I think it was supposed to be done by now. I think it's said by the fall of 2021. Do you recall that? I know that's going to be hard to remember.
Well, I'm not really sure what's up with the merging of the platforms, but they were supposed to have all their servers merged over to the new servers by this time.
Right? It should have been done now, I think.
Yeah, so I haven't actually heard whether or not they finished that. They haven't really come out with an answer on that. But I know they say whatever problems we're having right now, they're definitely saying it is not our servers. It's optimization, this, that, the other thing. But they're saying it is not our servers. That's not the problem. So that makes me think maybe they did get switched over to their new servers. I don't know. They haven't made a full announcement on that. And they don't really come out and tell us everything.
I don't think they don't really come out. Again, I don't know. Yeah.
I know they were partially switched over, which is kind of weird. I guess like some of them were active, some of the new ones and some of the old ones were active. So I know they have started on it. I just don't know if it's fully finished or not. But yeah, I know Adora was saying he can't even squad with anybody right now. It's so bad over on his server.
We talked about this before, but I'm going to bring it up because it remains the same. I'm on the West Coast, and I know that around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's when the lag gets very bad. There's a lot of clans running, and if I join the games, many times it's not playable. But if I play the game in the morning or afternoon, it's mostly fine, if not perfectly fine. So another thing is time of day you play, at least from what I experienced.
I also noticed that time of day does make a big difference on how many times. Like the weird thing is, some days I get frame drops like crazy and it feels like I'm lagging. Other days it runs super smooth with no frame drops.
Yes,
and
it's back and forth.
It's such a weird thing. I mean, it ain't. I know it's not my device. My device isn't the problem because I mean I got 2 decent phones and the emulator, and on days it's running bad, it runs bad on all 3 of them. You know, and my one phone is pretty much the highest end phone you can get as far as gaming goes. I got one of those Red Magic 6 phones. And I mean, even Pixonic said that phone should have no problem running your game on the high graphics at 60 frames per second because it's got the highest end specs available, basically. So I recorded a video of it not running the game properly and dropping frames on that, and they said, oh, okay. They said, we'll look into it. So, I mean, I don't care what you're playing on some days. There's some issues, but they are working on it. I just hope it doesn't take too long. Hey, Missy Scott, how's it going?
Yeah, I love this game very much, and I've let you know before I'm a realist, but it's the lag that brings it down. The matchmaking, I still would agree, is not right, and things like the targeting system. And
yes,
I just find that to be a shame because I think people stay because the game is so amazing. I know many people have left, to be honest, but
yes,
people stay because the game is so good, but it has those very bad issues that have been around for years, not months or days, years. So if they, in my opinion, if they could fix those 3 things for the most part, where most people have no problem, to me, that's when I think the game could really launch and be something great.
Like, I think if they could get all the little bugs and errors and weird stuff fixed, and maybe when they nerf stuff, not hit it so darn hard, I think we'd even get a lot of our old players to come back if they would fix some things. And, you know, lately they haven't nerfed anything too bad. And I knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it, but lately they keep bringing new stuff out and nothing's taking the hit when the new stuff comes out. So I really, really, really hope they keep on doing that, because when new stuff comes out, all the old stuff should still be relevant. You know what I mean? People are still going to want the new stuff anyways, for the most part. They don't have to nerf it. People are still going to want the new stuff. So...
And I still love the old bots. I love the old bots. So if the old bots could just at least have some chance, of still being good, I like that. Because all the designs are very cool. Some people are fans of the old bots, but just don't use them because they can't. That's why I got excited when I was using Maichi in Champion League with Jump Unit, and actually was working. Because all those bots are cool. Everyone loves all the bots.
I want my Al June back. I want my Al June back, man. Fix him up. He's such a fun and cool robot. Fix him up, please. Buff that guy. You know what I mean? Buff him back up. Make him good again. And fix up my hover, too. Give that guy, like, 200% damage resistance when he's in the air, so he can't even damage him at all, man.
Hey, guys, thanks for the 61 likes. You guys are awesome. Great support.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. So we got about another roughly 45 minutes left on this stream, everybody. You didn't have... depends on what time Justice has to go, actually. Sometimes we might do an hour and a half, sometimes maybe 2 hours. Depends on Justice's schedule, actually.
Yeah, I'm good today, so I follow your lead, and then I'll stay as long as you would like today.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoy this.
Katie says, Cossack needs a buff. I want to play it in Champion.
Danny, this is just my own thoughts. I know people do petitions and things like that. I'm not sure if they really work or not. I'm under the impression they don't. But one idea I have, I think I know you have heard me express this before, but I wish on this same app, not a new app, the same one we're playing, that they could make a game mode where it's just walking war robots only, bots, old weapons like Punisher, but for free-to-play players or anyone who wants to play for free. What do you think about that? And do you think something like that could get traction where Pixonic would actually consider it?
I'm not really sure if they would consider it or not, but like an old school skirmish that was up 7 days a week and maybe just use basic bots, basic weapons, and change the lineup up once a week or something would be awesome. I think a lot of players would love that. I mean, that would come down just to pure skill and not power cells, not crazy abilities, not drones and pilots. That would just be, everybody would have an even playing field, and whoever played the best would win. I think something like that would be great for the player base. I mean, that would be amazing.
Base. Yeah, I think about the player base because I realize Pixonic is running a business, and I don't have the understanding of the business model like they do. But just generally speaking, if we could get more free-to-play players, that improves the base. It gives more attention. So yeah, even if they can make, like you're suggesting, just change it up every week, something for the free-to-play players to play, that might even draw more people where it's still business viable for Pixonic.
Okay, so I see Dark Venom's posting what he's got in his hangar and asking us to review it. Really quick before we do that. What is that? What the heck is happening here?
Technical difficulties, of course.
Oh well, never mind. Alright. So he's got a Hawk with Hells, Mark II level 1 Hawk with Hells level 9. Rochi level 5 with Devastators level 7. Fenrir level 7 with Flames level 7. Fafnir level 10. All Scotties level 6 through 9. Arvory Ravana level 9 with Havocs level 6. And the Nodens. Dude, you got a really cool hangar there. I would focus on getting everything up to level 9. Alright. I would focus on getting all your stuff up to level 9, and then focus on getting the weapons to level 12 after that. But that really sounds like a great setup for everything there. What do you think, Justice?
I when you were describing the hanger, yes, because he's got a little bit of everything. A beacon
Yeah.
capper, a beacon holder, a Titan Slayer. It's a very good hanger all the way around. So just being strategic in how you level everything up a little bit at a time. And all I would add to it is keep in mind the future. Do you plan on transferring any of the weapons or modules to another bot? Because the game's always changing. Just keep that in mind
Yeah.
as you're leveling up, because you might make a change in the future. So versus focusing on one bot in particular, you might just gradually level everything up here and there until you see what changes Pixonic introduces that may change your strategic plan overall.
Yeah, Nodens is definitely one of the most beneficial Titans for your team. I mean, you can get a lot of damage out of the healing he does, because in game healing turns into damage and gives you honor points, which is really cool. He can help your team stay alive if played correctly. A lot of people just want to throw some brawling weapons on the Nodens and just run in, and they get blown up pretty fast. He can brawl, but he's not really designed for it. If you play your Nodens properly, it's going to be such a big help to support your team. And you'll also get a bunch of kills with it too if played properly. Now, if you just rush in and get crazy with it, more than likely it's just going to get blown up and killed. But played right,
Yeah,
it's probably
too
the
slow.
best Titan to have on your team, especially if you can get several of those. They can just sit there, and let's just say you have 2 or 3 Nodens out, and they can just sit there and heal each other plus all of your teammates. That's going to give your team a huge advantage. So unless you're playing free-for-all, then I like to put in the Minos. Minos is the best free-for-all bot in the world as far as Titans go, but I think Nodens is your best team deathmatch and beacon modes.
Yeah, and the Nodens also can survive a little bit longer if you happen to have the Mantis Mothership. So again, it moves a little bit too slow to brawl or anything like that, but great support like Danny is expressing. And if you have the Mantis Mothership, you could keep your Nodens alive just a little bit longer to make a difference.
Oh, for sure. I love using those shields on my Titans.
Yes, it is. It's so good, man. It's so good.
Jam Master Jay, what's up, buddy? Awesome to see you today. Thanks for stopping by. And we got a question from Light Sword. Is the Ares worth leveling up anymore? With energy machine guns on him. Justice, what do you think on that one?
I would say no. I do like the Ares when played in a certain aggressive manner. I use jump unit on it. I've been good with it with punishers. I love the Ares playing aggressive. Many players hide behind something and wait for the ability to be available, and then go. That's the only time they go out. But I think what's going to kill the Ares or anything like that is Fenrir with the below pilot. I've killed tons of Ares below over and over within like 5 seconds. It's horrible. So I would not recommend upgrading Ares or Hades for that matter, or even Nemesis. Anyone in that group I wouldn't recommend at this time.
Yeah, you're standing in the back with your Pantheon bot going, hee 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 hee, I'm going to kill this guy. And then 3 Fafners with permanent shield breaker wreck you in like 2 seconds. So, yeah, that
Or
shield
even
breaker
one will do it.
that shield breaker is destroying the Pantheon bots at the moment. I used to almost never have the Hades out of my hanger, but pretty much every time I bring my Hades in now, Fafner just kills it with the permanent shield breaker. So, I've stopped running my Hades.
Now, I am going to mention there's going to be one-offs like Adore. Adore is very good with the Ares, but Adore is a very good professional player. So if you're the level of Adore, then you probably could do great with Ares. But just for your general player, you know, who's good and wants the best value and for their time and money, I still wouldn't recommend Ares unless you're a rare percentage that is going to be very good with Ares, and that's going to be
Shoot True says, I use Hades when Titans come out. I mean, yeah, it's a great setup, but like we said, though, that Fafnir with the unlimited shield breaker is a giant problem for your shield bots.
Yeah, if
Now,
you already
when
have Hades and it's already built... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
when the Fafnir, you know, eventually Fafnir is probably going to die down and not be as popular. And at that point, I'll probably bring some of my shield bots back out again, but it's just going to get worse, all right? We're going to see more and more of those Fafnirs with the shield breaker pilots all over the place. Like today, I got into a couple battles where there was 4 of them in the air at one time. And there's really nothing you can do at that point except for just die. Especially if you're a bot with a shield. Just you think you're going to step out and do something, and then they just rake you through your shield, so...
Yeah, guys, and I don't mention counters often. Maybe I'll do that more. But for Fafnir, I find if you can get the Prisma, it's great for at least damaging Fafnir. And the Prisma works on so many bots. If you can get a hold of Prisma, it's a great way of at least heavily damaging the Fafnirs, if not destroying them, you know, possibly more early in the game. So that's the only counter I have is that Prisma. If you can get a hold of it, it's great to start with in beginning of matches to get those Fafnirs because they're all over the place right now.
I was thinking people might enjoy seeing those weapons put on the Aljun. So that's a video I'm going to have coming up here pretty soon. Everybody still wants to know about the Aljun these days, especially with the brand new weapons.
So we're bringing that up again. Well, I just started testing Aljun actually yesterday, so I don't know, but do you have a build you can recommend for Aljun?
All right, as far as modules go, I mean, I feel that he's very squishy. So I like to run a last stand and 2 balance units, or a last stand and 2 armor kits, just to keep him alive. I know some people really like to put the anti-controls on there. As far as the drone goes, I would probably go with a Nebula or a Persephone, or maybe even a glider if you want to run a phase shift. As far as microchips, I'm still all about anything that gives you defense points or extra damage. It's been a little while since I've even used the Aljun, so I would kind of have to really sit down and look at which chips are available to decide which ones I think are going to be the best at the moment. But
when I fought the Aljuns, at least the ones that kill me, they lock me down first, and sometimes they can take me out in one ability go. Or if they don't kill me and I try to counter, they phase shift right after. So that's at least one thing I've seen. I don't know exactly how they've built, but it's a lock and then it's a phase shift to live after their attack.
Yeah, if you had the... I don't really like the lockdown pilot for some reason. I like to run the pilot that'll make so you cannot get locked down in the air. That one's awesome. But if you run the... if you run the paralysis drone and put another lockdown chip on it, that's going to lock down people like crazy with the Hawk's laser beam. So actually, I'm going to take back what I said about the drone. If you get a paralysis and get 2 of those on repair unit damage chips, that thing is going to do 70% more damage every time you hit the repair module, plus lock people down. That laser is going to torch people. So that's probably what I would run on there. Now, if you feel like if you're not worried about the durability, throw a nuclear amplifier and 2 overdrives on that thing, and it's going to do ridiculous damage. Or if you are worried about the durability, like I said, the last stand and maybe 2 of the balance units or something like that.
A couple of things on that. So Adore does do what you're saying: 2 overdrive, 1 nuclear amplifier, and he puts the Bane. I could see where that's good. And I wanted to ask you, do you know if there's still a bug with Aljun's Dragon's Breath? Is it not working properly at Funds? Or is that resolved?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. What I've noticed is it almost seems like the flamethrower doesn't come out unless you aim it. You got to aim it just perfectly on the robot to get it to work. I don't really know how to explain it. So if you're aiming at the robot and you notice the flamethrower is not coming on, you might need to just move your aim a teeny bit to the left or the right, and next thing you know, the flamethrower starts working. So it's a really weird deal. Now, I haven't really flown the Deathwing Aljun. Some say that's not a problem on the Deathwing, but On the regular one, I know that flamethrower is still a little bit weird on him, so that's one of those things. I mean, I don't understand why that hasn't been fixed yet. It's been probably well over a year or more that he's been having those flamethrower problems.
That's really unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things where I don't understand why that has not been fixed yet.
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, again, I don't know the business, but something like that seems like it could or should be fixed within 30 days. Like, to me, that would be enough time.
I mean, honestly, I'm not really knocking Pixonic on this one or anything. Don't take it this way, but if I owned a game, I'm pretty sure one of my number one priorities would be to make sure everything was working properly, because honestly, I feel that a bunch of glitches and bugs and errors and stuff might drive people away and make them quit the game. I mean, we actually I had like 4 or 5 of my friends recently, guys I play with like on a regular basis saying, I'm uninstalling this dang thing. They're getting so frustrated with all the issues we've had lately. Like, we're having all these crazy glitches when we squad, and I mean, the stuff that's happening right now doesn't even make sense on some of the stuff. When you run solo, the game seems to run so much smoother, but when you start squadding with people, so many issues happen right now, it's not even funny. Flying Spag Bull, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for the donation. That is awesome.
Awesome.
But I think it's all the problems and issues we're having right now are seriously causing more people to leave, and I really hate to see that happen. So I really hope they start to focus on fixing the game very, very, very soon here.
Thank you so much for the donation. You are awesome.
Hold up, bud.
There's enough. Okay.
Flying Spag Bull WR donated $5 New Zealand through Super Chat. Rose.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, the little air horn thing went off, and the thing reads it out, so it was talking over you there. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah.
They probably wouldn't have heard you, so I just said, hold up.
That's fine, man. Got you. I like that your stream does that. It's cool. Yeah, just to go along with what you're saying, there's enough bots, there's enough weapons, there's enough options. I mean, galore. That I hope the same. Fix all those issues and give the game a chance to truly be great at this point. It's been long enough.
You know, this is the best game out there, in my opinion. There's not a PC game that I would rather play than this. But they need to get it working right. That's the thing.
I don't know what to call it, because it's like the game is so awesome, but also it's not because of those problems at the same time.
Yes.
It baffles me.
Like, if the problems were fixed, I seriously think this game would just keep gaining and gaining and gaining players, and it would just blow up again. I mean, at one time, this game was like in the top 10 of all the Android games. Right now, I'm not really sure where it's at on the list, actually.
Oh,
I think it's in the top. I think it's still like in the top 50 or 100. I'm gonna go look right now and see if I can find this. I'm also gonna make a quick trip to the restroom, so I'm gonna leave you guys with Justice for a second, because I got to pee.
Do it. Yeah. So along with what Danny is saying, if it's on a top 50 list, to me that's too long of a list. The game, I think, in my opinion, has the potential of still being a top 10 if those issues were resolved. So I don't know if it's proper to call it a conundrum, because I don't know if that's right terminology, but it's like the game, to reiterate, is so great because of how it looks, our design options, things like that. But basic problems like lag, matchmaking, targeting system, things not working right, it doesn't seem to match this game and how great it could be. Let's see. So Daniel Chang says, it seems like the devs are more interested in releasing new bots and weapons to get people to spend than letting people play what they have and give people a breather or just enjoy the gameplay. Daniel, I'm going to agree with you 100%. I'm a very positive person, but I'm also a realist. I do love this game. I like being a YouTuber for the game. However, a lot of the enjoyment of the game is robbed from many people because it is a pay to play. I realize any company, not just Pixonic, has to make money on a game. It's a business. But it just seems to me, after all these years, there could be a way to build a business model that would include the free-to-play player more. And to me, just generally speaking, I think that would increase the player base if items were presented in a way where free-to-play players, around the world would actually give War Robots a chance. But the way it is now, it's not that way. And I would love if people could just enjoy the game. More so, once again, like when it was Walking War Robots. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. It's better to play. It will be better when we can play a phone account in Steam or My Games. Yeah, I'm not familiar with My Games. I do know it exists. So yes, any kind of options like that to let people, play on different devices, of course, would be welcome. Shoot True says it's an awesome game, but super, super expensive time and money. Yeah, I joke around that you can't have a relationship if you're committed to War Robots, because it's a lot of time, whether it's free to play or pay to play. And then if it's the money too, a lot of your hard-earned dollars could be spent on this game very easily. Lone says spot on, Justice. Lag targeting, platform merge too. Much new content too quickly. Yeah, I know. I'll just conclude before Danny takes over, but I know Mixonic has to make money. I, have a business relationship with them myself, so I have respect for them, but also I'm a realist. It's like, when are the changes going to actually transpire that were, communicated to us last year? And so that, at least more so could be more acceptable for free-to-play players and the pay-to-play players, with making changes on lag, targeting system, matchmaking, and so on that we repeat so often. Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, I'm going down the list. I'm not really sure where War Robots is on the list of top charts, but I'm not seeing it on there. I mean, last time I looked, I still thought it was in the top 100 somewhere, but I'm on the top like 600 now, and I'm still not seeing it.
Oh, that's so. Even if it was top 50, in my opinion, that's too long of a list. The game should be a top 10. That's what I think. It should be a top 10, but it won't be with those issues.
I'm gonna go back and look one more time, see if I just missed it. I'm gonna go through like the top maybe 200 again and see if I can find it.
Wow, 200. That's horrible.
I mean, it's pretty hard to miss. 200. Now, Call of Duty Mobile is down to number 64, so they've fallen way down as well, surprisingly.
Oh, that surprises me. That surprises me.
They used to always be way on the top. Mm-hmm. I mean, number 89 is Clawy, the real claw machine game. That makes me scratch my head. So, a claw machine game is number 80-something. I don't get it. I've actually downloaded that game and played it before. It was kind of not so wonderful. It was one of those things where it was fun for about 5 minutes, and then I stopped playing and never wanted to touch it again. But I see Mech Arena's way down the list as well. So yeah, I mean, I don't see War Robots in the top 200 anymore. Mech Arena's 173. And personally, I don't find that game to be fun at all. I do not find Mech Arena to be fun. It's like I was bored to death on that after about 15 minutes. I don't know. It's just the way the robots move and play around. I just couldn't get into it. I know a lot of people like that, but I just can't get into it. I've tried pretty much every robot fighting game there is out there, and War Robots is the only one that I've even come close to liking. The rest of them, not for me.
I wish I knew. If you don't see it on the top 200, that's disappointing to me, to be honest. I wish I knew how many or how large the player base was for Pixonic War Robots. I wish I knew.
Well, it says this game has 10 million plus, 50 million plus downloads on this game. That's huge.
But I think it's been saying that for a long time, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's new info. So that's over the course of the 7+ years it's been created.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
how many players we have right now? No idea.
That's what I would like to know. I wish we could know that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where this is on the top charts. Yeah, updated 7.4. Released in 2015. August 26, 2015 is when this game was released.
Yeah.
Last updated on September 22nd, 2021.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't... If they're not on the top 200, I'm shocked. I thought they would at least be top 50. The only thing that I can see that has impressed me, at least recently, is Pixonic's YouTube channel is 2 million plus subscribers. So when I look at that, it makes me hope the player base is growing. But I don't... From what I see on the subscribers for Pixonic YouTube, it doesn't seem to correlate with the game players. At least
well,
the impression I get. I don't really see a lot of new players on here.
I just see all those subscribers and say, hey, how do I get them onto my channel?
Yeah, of course. They are. That'd be cool if you could just jump, several thousand in one day.
Yeah, that would be actually.
I mean, you would think so if there's 2 million on Pixonic's YouTube. At least it shows people are interested to take a look.
I wonder how many of those people actually still watch the videos, though. That's the thing, because with games, you got people that come and go all the time. You got a high turnover rate on games.
Yeah. That's true. I think many subscribe and then for whoever, may not come back and view. They're just subscribed. Shoot True that says Wiki says it's 150 million. I think he's referring to the base players. 150 million would be a lot, but I don't know how that compares to other games. Was saying something. Lone was saying, Pixonic focus is not the player experience. Yeah, so serious subject. I mean, that almost makes me think of nerfing. When you nerf something too much, I think you take away the fun factor. We talked about that last week. And I always think of Aljun.
Yeah.
It was nerfed 3 times that I don't even have fun using it anymore. Whereas just for me, I wouldn't mind a nerf if at least it could fly around and have fun. And to me, that's one aspect of player experience.
See, you gotta find the right balance between making your profit and making a good experience for the players, I mean, the experience is good, but I don't know. I mean, if they could just get the bugs and glitches and weird problems fixed, I would say my experience, even with everything else the way it is, I would still give it like a B plus, maybe an A. If they fixed all that stuff and then like lowered all their prices to make it affordable and stuff, I would give it a A plus plus plus.
I would agree, B plus at least, if they fix all the issues we keep repeating. And even if they stop there, I would be happy. But yes, if they change the pricing, but see, to me, that goes to what we're saying. The player base would have to increase significantly, at least I think, to lower the prices. But anyways, at least fix all the issues. It would be a great game, B plus at least. If they did improve the now, then that would be out of this world in the A, possible A plus, and so on.
Nightcrawler War Machine just got some other things going on at the moment, so not really my place to say what he's got going on, but definitely wish him the best.
Yes, we wish War Machine the best. Everyone just move forward with other endeavors, so we wish him the best.
Lone says, I wonder if Pixonic is actually seeing a drop in player participation. They've actually been releasing those questionnaires for quite some time now. It seems almost like what, maybe three, 4 times a year they're releasing one of those. They've been doing that the last 2 years or so, I'd say.
I've seen them before, yes. Yeah, the last year and a half or two, I've seen them as well.
Zuby, what's up? He says, "Hey, boo, justice."
Hey, boo.
Boo. Justice, are you Zuby's boo?
Zuby always
is that like
boo ever since I made that giveaway video.
Is that a Halloween thing or what? It's almost Halloween time.
A term of affection. If you have like, a significant other, you can call him or her boo.
Oh.
Yeah. My boo.
You and Zuby getting married? No,
no.
Just kidding.
Oh, so
sorry.
Lone is also adding a little more.
That's a little out of line. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's at least not for me. It's fine. That's real world. Lone says he's adding a little more. Lone says this questionnaire seems more experience focused, in my opinion.
I actually need to fill it out.
Something. Yeah.
I actually need to fill that out. I haven't got to it yet, so.
Yeah, Lone's been around for a while. He supports numerous channels, so he understands the game and where it's been and where it's going. So he might be onto something there. Maybe this questionnaire is a little bit different than the ones that we've had previously.
Maichi wants to be my boo?
Can he be your boo?
Unfortunately, though, Maichi lives like, I don't even know how many miles away.
I've always been interested on that subject. Like, I've always wanted more female gamers for War Robots because I always think it's a bunch of guys.
You know what? I love having the ladies here that play the games and stuff. I mean, that's really cool because the thing is, there's not enough female gamers out there. So when you run into them, it's very cool.
Well, at least not for War Robots from what I see. So, like,
yes.
I have done research on that, and I think there's at least an equal amount of female gamers in the world, if not more than the males now. And I think that switched during the time of the pandemic last year. So those girls are playing some games, and sometimes I wish I knew which ones they were.
I mean, there's definitely loads. There's definitely loads of female gamers, but yeah, not many for this game actually.
Not for this one. So, anyways, it's something I wanted to see, more female gamers. I always thought that if you had more skins and weapons, for example, that the ladies would like, I think that could at least be one draw.
Oh, so Maichi wasn't speaking to me, I guess.
No, to me.
Well, heck with you then, Maichi.
I want more of the booze to come to War Robots. You can be on my channel, ladies.
So she's either laughing or she's really mad right now, one or the other.
No.
I'd assume she's probably laughing. She knows my sense of humor pretty well, so.
Yeah, it's all good here.
All right. I am hungry. As soon as this stream ends, I think I'm going to air fry some tater tots.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah, there actually are a lot of Call of Duty girls. That's true.
Oh, that's true. On the YouTuber side, correct. Also, I think for Fortnite still.
You know what? I don't really know too much about that game.
I played it many times. It's super fun. And not to expand too much, but on their economy, you can play for free and have an amazing time. So that's
cool.
At least in my opinion, one good example of being able to play a game that draws a lot of attention, but not have to pay if you don't want to. On their economy, if you're not familiar with Danny, on the Fortnite, you actually just pay for the skins, not really the power. I think there's a couple of items where they might call it towards the OP, but it's so few, at least from what I've seen. It's mostly just about changing the way your character looks. Skins for weapons, skins for your character. And that's what you pay
Sorry,
for. if you want.
Spanker. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there are a lot of games that only charge money for, I guess, what you call irrelevant things. Like Call of Duty Mobile, there's really no reason to spend money on that game unless you actually want to. I like the League of Legends games. There's no reason to spend money unless you want to. There's a lot of games that do that. They're very cheap to play, and that's kind of good for everybody. But I will say this. I have noticed this. If you guys have been paying attention to the daily deals here on War Robots, man, some days, some of the deals are excellent. So they've definitely been putting out better and better daily deals lately. So, it's getting to the point where it doesn't have to, if you're a spender, it doesn't have to cost you a fortune to get good stuff on the game. If you really watch the deals daily and you're really picky and choosy, I mean, there's so many times where I've seen like $3.99 for like 5,500 gold. I mean, you can't beat that. Stuff like that pops up all the time if you really watch it. Or the other day there was like I don't know, it was like $10 or $12, or maybe it was like $15 for the Nodens and the 4 Cyclone weapons. I mean, that's a crazy good deal. I mean, if you really think about it, compared to what they normally charge for stuff, you can get some. You can make a little bit of money go a long way in this game if you really watch these daily deals, which is cool. But
yeah,
trying to pay the full price, full price for stuff, it's going to cost you a fortune on this one. So
yeah, I would say the same thing. If someone's willing, I think I would call it like a pocket change player. If you do pay attention to the deals, I have seen better ones like Danny is describing. You're still going to spend $20 to $30, but at least it's not like what I've seen in the past. $150, sometimes $300 to kind of put something together that you really want.
Yeah, I guess the lower league people, like KD says, only for the lower people. No, I've seen that stuff in the Champion a lot, but lower league people, well. It looks like the lower league people have phenomenal deals. Like that Nodens deal was like $4 for the lower league guys, for the Nodens and the 4 Cyclones was like $4 or $5. I mean, and that $99 drone package for the lower league guys was $5. So they're giving like really cheap prices to the lower league guys right now too.
That's good.
Kind of interesting.
I don't know because I'm not lower league, but if that's true, I'll be very happy about that.
Yeah. We have a couple guys with baby accounts that are down there in like diamond or silver or something right now. And, they've been sharing some screenshots of what the small accounts are getting offers for, and it's pretty crazy.
That's good. Yeah. I would buy some of those deals myself too, not recently, but in the past I would look for like the 99-cent gold deals and all that, and
yeah,
even that would rack up over time, but at least
it does.
At least I was getting decent amount of whatever for my money. So if you pay attention, possibly you could find something that you like, if you're willing to pay something.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to spend money, I'm going to look for the cheap gold deals, the cheap weapons, and the cheap VIP offers. Those are the 3 things that, in my opinion, are worth spending. The VIP is sweet. It gives you twice the amount of gold. You get through operations faster. And the other thing I would look at is maybe, if you can't spend much, maybe be really picky and choosy and grab one of the operations every once in a while. But yeah.
Yes.
The VIP.
Once in a while, yes.
VIP, the occasional operations, plus the killer gold and weapons deals. Those are the main things that, if you're spending, those are definitely cool to buy. Silver deals, I mean, sometimes the coin deals are really good, but I don't know. I don't really like buying the silver or buying the event coins usually. I don't really get too much money to spend on these things actually. So if I do get like $10 every once in a while to spend, or $20 every once in a while, I make sure it's something that's really gonna help me out a lot type of deal.
Yeah, I like the operations myself, so not all of them, but once in a while you get like a home run operation where it's got like
Yeah.
microchips you're looking for and a drone that you really need or something, and it has more than one thing that you need for. So in my case, it's $15 US, but sometimes I find it to be really worth it. Not all of them. Some of them I find to be a waste or not valuable. But once in a while, you got a home run operation that's almost too good to pass up. So just be aware of your options at least.
Definitely. So we got about a couple more minutes left on the stream, everybody. Our 2 hours is almost up. So if you guys have any last minute questions, I would say get those things in now. And definitely I want to thank all of you guys for coming out today. Super cool to see you all here. These streams are always a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you guys for the 71 likes. You guys are awesome. Great questions and great conversation today.
Andrew says, have you played Roblox? No, I think I downloaded it once and I kind of went to play it. There was something I didn't like about it, or I couldn't figure out how to do something. I don't remember, so I think I pretty much installed it, spent 2 minutes on it, and then uninstalled it.
Nightcrawler says that he uses his calculator to figure out the best prices. And that actually makes sense.
I'm gonna go through the chat a little bit and see if I have missed any questions. AK Duke, what's up, buddy? He says, do you remember the skirmish when the Behemoth had 4 hawk lasers? Maybe. I remember a skirmish where something had hawk lasers, but I don't really remember what. I thought like every robot, if I remember correctly, there was one where every robot had hawk lasers on it or something like that. That was actually a very fun skirmish. I kind of remember it, but I've got a terrible memory overall.
Slightly different subject, but I did try the hawk with the Prisma, and I put the geckos on there, and then I switched the geckos for the snare. And actually, it was a good setup, both of them. So if you have Prisma and you put geckos on hawk, it's actually good enough.
I see someone says their screen went black, but I'm looking at it now and the stream is still running. Maybe restart your phone there or something if you're having that problem.
Yeah, the screen is fine. So just refresh on your end and maybe that'll resolve it, hopefully.
Ironhide says Call of Duty Mobile is a blast and free to play. Unfortunately, I don't know. I've played it. I don't like it for some reason. Like I used to play it when it first came out. I got bored with it.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Thank you so much for the donation. You are awesome.
It's a great game, but
Jam
that's actually a good point. I think I got
_MSTR_J donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Robots, I think
Justice,
what keeps me interested
anytime
is the
meet and
game
greet,
changes
breakfast
so
on me
much,
lol.
Even though it's the same game, it's not. So that must be, at least for me, one difference.
Jam Master J, thank you. Jam Master says Justice, anytime meet and greet, breakfast on me. LOL.
Thank you for the invite, Jam Master. Possibly. Jam Master's on the West Coast like me. Small world. Possibly we may do that one day. Thank you, Jam Master, for the invite.
I lived on the West Coast for about 2 years. I lived out in Phoenix, Arizona for about 2 years. I didn't particularly like it out there. It was too darn hot. I need to find one of those places where it's like 70 degrees 24 hours a day.
I'm near the ocean, so I think that's why I'm happy.
Alright, Blitz, how's it going, buddy? He says, any tips on how to make a strong Fafnir which will demolish everybody? Well, okay, so nuclear amplifier. That module can do up to 80% damage once it's fully charged up. There's really nothing out there right now that can beat that. So if you get maxed out weapons, run a nuclear amplifier, a last stand and either an armor kit or an anti-control so you can't be locked down, that thing is going to do crazy amounts of damage. And if you get people to shoot the purple shield, it'll charge up the built-in weapon when you go up in the air and also charge it up. So Fafnir is a beast when everything's up and running like that. Pilot skills and drones, alright? I would either go with a Persephone drone for the constant healing, or I would go with the Lockdowner drone to do even more damage plus the lockdown. And I would look at getting the chips that give you more defense points every time you hit the healing module and more damage every time you hit the healing module, plus any pilot skills that do damage, healing, or speed. Hit points, damage, healing, and speed. Like, unfortunately, Fafnir is one of those where it really benefits from a level 70 pilot, level 60 pilot. A lot of the newer robots, I've noticed they're coming out with more and more skills that you almost need to have on them on the pilots. And that gets a little bit expensive on the gold, but that's kind of the rundown of what makes a Fafnir. And remember, he has all that damage resistance on the ground, so he's really squishy in the air, but a lot stronger on the ground. 50% harder to kill on the ground. The one, yeah, they are very expensive to upgrade, but a time will come when you got to say, hey, I got to stop upgrading my robots and weapons and just focus on modules for a while. Because you got to remember, modules are movable. If you upgrade a robot, those upgrades only work on that robot. You upgrade a module, you can pop it off there and put it on anything you want. So in a way, sometimes it's better to work on those modules instead of the robot or the weapons, to tell you the truth. But
yeah, so
even a level...
I'll give... Okay.
Even a level 1 amplifier can give you up to 40% more damage, which is pretty crazy. So even at level 1, they're pretty good. Level 6, they're amazing.
Yeah, and I just have one recommendation to Blitz for Fafnir. If you want to demolish everyone, build. The one exact Fafnir I would recommend is Fafnir with the below pilot, or Igniter, 2 balance units, 1 nuclear amplifier, advanced repair unit, and the Persephone drone, like Danny is also recommending. That would be the best recommendation I could give you for Demolish Everyone Fafnir.
Yeah, advanced healing and Persephone is really nice to help it stay alive a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got about 2 minutes left. I think it's time to start saying our goodbyes. You didn't see any other questions you wanted to answer, did you?
No, I was looking around. Let us know, guys,
Okay.
if we missed anything important to you. We can close it off if you like.
But guys, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate all of you. It's an honor to have you all here. I mean, you guys really make these streams a lot of fun. So thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. Anybody who's a paid channel member, thank you so much. If you happen to be on my Discord, don't forget to email me with your actual Discord ID name so I can add you to the list of VIP members who can get into the VIP room on my voice chat on Discord. Don't forget to subscribe to Justice, guys. He's got an awesome channel. He's very knowledgeable. He does good builds. He's just got an all-around amazing channel. If you guys like reaction videos, all right, I'll post a link to my new channel one last time before we go. I just started it today. It's only got 1 video, and surprisingly, it looks like it's almost up to 100 views already, which is surprising for a channel I just created this morning and released 1 video on. But there is a link to my new channel right there. If you scroll up a little bit, the bot is always posting a link to Justice's channel. So yeah, Justice's channel is just above the link I just posted. So we would appreciate if you would click on both of those. Hit that subscribe button. Hit those likes, whatever. Hit that dislike if you hated it. That's fine too.
Yes, like the Kardashians.
Yeah, we did have a couple of donations. Thank you, channel members. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the support. So, Justice, I'll go ahead and let you say the last final goodbyes or whatever on this one.
Sure.
Everybody,
sure.
you
Yeah,
guys have an awesome day.
Hey guys, if you guys subscribe to me, just have patience with me. I have a full-time job, so I post when I can, but when I do post, it's relevant content. So if you're willing to support me with a subscription, that means the world to me. And then thank you also for being here on the chat. The podcast is actually my favorite type of social media for War Robots over anything else, even though I like the rest. This one's my favorite. So I'll just conclude with thanking Danny for the opportunity to let me co-host with him. This is the absolute best. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Danny.
All right, everybody. We'll catch you next time. I'll be back. Oh, hold on.
Thank you so much for subscribing. We really appreciate that a lot.
New subscriber. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with a gameplay video. I think I'm going to run duos with my buddy Hunker Down tomorrow. And then Sunday, we'll probably be back, or Saturday, we'll be back with a stream where we do a full squad. So, Justice, you're always welcome to do the full squads. If you ever want to do one of the duos with me, we're changing that one up on who comes with me every week now. So, if you want to ever do a time drop duo on Thursdays, I get so confused with the days, but yeah, if you ever want to do one of those, let me know which date would be good for you. So
Okay.
I think that's Thursdays.
Okay, will do.
But yeah, guys, thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. We will catch you next time, all right? Thanks so much. Hit that link to Justice's channel and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. Catch y'all later. See ya.